Welcome to the Customer Management IQ video interview series. I'm your host, Corey Bennett, and we are on site at the 3rd Annual Customer Experience Summit in Miami Beach, Florida. Joining me right now is John Bashaw, who recently spoke. His presentation was titled Emotions Matter, Branding Your Customer Experience from a Contact Center Point of View. John is from YuTuplr, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Corey. It's good to be here.
So, I know a year ago, YuTuplr launched this new customer experience branding initiative. Can you tell me a bit about that and why you saw the need for it?
Well, I think we've always had a good customer service department and provided a good experience to our customers, but customer expectations are beginning to shift. Customers are expecting a better interaction these days, and we received some feedback that we needed to improve in the interaction, and as a result of that, we kicked off an initiative called Brand Ambassadorship, and it's a blended approach to service where we address both skill and will.
Okay.
We also address practical and emotional needs for customers. And as a result, I really believe we're increasing our repurchase probability and our brand loyalty.
So you talked about the blended approach, skill and will. Can you talk about or expand a bit on what else goes into that blend, how you decided what the two elements are going to be and how to balance those two? Well,
skill is very simply doing the job the right way. Will is how you do the job. And an example I'll use is if a customer were to contact our department asking for some troubleshooting help. The skill part of it comes down to how do we solve that problem? How quickly do we address it? Did we in fact address the needs? The will part comes down to how did we interact with the customer? In fact, did we make that customer feel important and valued during the interaction? Now, in order to accomplish this, though, it was an extensive training program that we implemented. There was a lot of time put into developing the program, in communicating the need to the agents and the customer service representatives, and we're still in the process of rolling the program out across YuTuplr.
So you mentioned the extensive training that went into implementing this program. Why did you see the importance of this extensive training, and what are some specific examples of the training you did to impart on your frontline employees why this new blended approach was so important?
Well, the blended approach, again, addressing skill and will, it's turned out to be a very effective way of managing the customer interaction, but it's not easy to teach. Many of the associates that we have brought into our organization were highly focused on skill, troubleshooting problems that a customer might have, but weren't focusing on making the customer feel important during that interaction, during the call or during an email. The training that we provided is actually 3 two-hour modules, which are linked to brand ambassadorship, teaching not only the importance of getting the solution correct, the skill, but also teaching the importance and the methodology behind how do you make a customer feel important. One of the skills that we teach, by the way, is empathy. How do you read a customer and what behaviors you should demonstrate to properly show empathy to that customer? So it's a very extensive program. Like I said, it's 3 two-hour sessions. We're considerably into the program and we've started to see great results already.
So this concept of recognizing the need to address the emotional need of a customer is something that is definitely gaining ground.
Absolutely.
What are some other trends you see in the coming year in the contact center industry in terms of what a customer is looking for in an ideal contact center?
I think it's fair to say that customer expectations are shifting. Customers expect more today than they expected in the past, and tomorrow they're going to expect more than they did today. So it's very important to recognize that with the customer base, and there are a variety of ways of doing it. One way is to solicit feedback from the customers after they've had an interaction with the contact center through either an email survey or a phone survey or however the company decides to do it. We've chosen to use email surveys as our methodology of obtaining feedback. And from that feedback, one key point that we've recognized is that we need to increase our product training for our agents. We received some feedback that the knowledge level wasn't quite where it should be. Now, we've got a tremendous amount of products, and it's a great expectation that an agent would know all of everything they need to know about every one of our products. But that's an example of some of the feedback that we've received through our customer satisfaction surveys.
Interesting. Well, I look forward to seeing the progression of it. And
So do I.
Yeah, and I know my mother loves using Kohler products.
Thank you
so
for that.
Thanks for sharing your expertise with me.
Thanks.
And to our viewers, you can check out more of our videos at customermanagementiq.com. And until next time, I'm your host, Corey Bennett. Thanks for watching.